Welcome to the Build a Glamping Business from the Start show. I'm Carrie.
And I'm Augusta, and we're going to show you how to do glamping from the ground up.
That's right. Follow along as we build our business in the fantastic world of glamping. Welcome to episode 6, where we're going to talk about picking a niche, otherwise known as a theme.
We have discussed a lot between us about, what do our customers want to do while they're camping or glamping. And we've come up with a few different ideas of, stargazing and hiking, stargazing, hiking, meditation. Do we want yoga? Do we want just sightseeing? And the equipment that's going to be required to do those things. So we have a really great tip for how to get that equipment and not put yourself in the broke house. So with the yoga tent, we had discussed doing things like yoga mats and stargazing, a telescope, and hiking, do some hiking poles. And maybe some blister band-aids, because let's face it, who hasn't gone hiking and bought those new boots and didn't break them in first? But those types of things, the equipment that you would get for those is important, and you can advertise for that exact theme with the tent.
Absolutely. And I think it's really important to mention that you can have more than one theme or one niche. Like Augusta mentioned earlier, each of our tents are going to kind of have their own special little twist. But the other piece is that you can also market to multiple different customers. You may be marketing a certain tent to somebody that likes to do stargazing or wants to learn more about stargazing. But what we're going to do here in Colorado is we're also going to try to do a lot of marketing to the hunters in the area. And I know Augusta mentioned that in her last video, but we want to appeal to the hunters that come and possibly appeal to their families, where their wife or girlfriend or significant other, kids, extended family members are excited about coming and doing some glamping, maybe while their loved one, husband or wife is out hunting. We're really going to try to market towards those customers and not just tourist type customers. So there's nothing wrong with doing that. The more niches that you can come up with and markets that you can hit with this, definitely the better.
When you think about going, you're going to have a spot that you feel most comfortable. So if if you're going because you just want to relax and sit out in nature in a lawn chair and watch the antelope trot by, you're going to want a nice quiet spot. And as long as you've got enough acreage and you don't put your tents, your structures directly on top of each other, you're going to have a lot better chance of being able to do these different activities. And you could have an all-around tent, something that's got equipment for several different activities in it. But I think, when you get into the families, what are kids going to need? What if it's rainy? What if you, have that, have a card table, have some board games in there, because chances are you're not going to have internet. And that's your whole point, is to kind of decompress from this electronic world that we live in. So consider your niche and consider where you buy your equipment.
Yeah, definitely. That's all kind of the whole package as it comes together, right? It's kind of like making all those pieces fit together. It's pretty important. And I think that I know we've got some people that are super creative out there that will probably come up with even more awesome ideas. We would love to hear more about what your thoughts are on niche and theme, and are you going to have a theme? I know part of our research that we've done has been realizing that some things can be super expensive. So Augusta and I are really about reduce, reuse, recycle, and we love thrift store shopping. We're going to actually get a lot of our things from thrift stores. And I'm not talking about like bedding and pillows and things like that. We want to get those new, and you want to have them be super fresh and clean for obvious reasons. But some of the furniture and things like that that you can buy at thrift stores, I mean, you can pick up a dresser for $20 at a garage sale. And we're planning on doing some painting of furniture and just kind of incorporating the theme into what we're buying, but not spending a ton of money. Because like we mentioned before, we're not super wealthy and we're not putting a ton of money into this. We're just going to do something that's kind of more boutique, and really make it, I think, more special.
Absolutely. And that's one of the best tips we can give you is to get thrift store shop, garage sale shop, get this stuff, get your equipment. You can find telescopes, you can find walking poles, you can find all kinds of things, yoga mats, that kind of stuff that's cleanable. You can find those in thrift stores and you will save yourself bank. The other thing, we're not starting off super rich, but we plan to get there one day, and you don't get rich by spending money. So, in both of our backgrounds, we have pieces of furniture that we have painted and that were not necessarily the most attractive pieces, that now we both really love. And obviously, because they stay in our private little spaces. So, think about those things as you go. And that is all we've got for you today. However, this weekend I am taking my trip down south to Louisiana. And so stick with us as we trek through a glamp ground down south and see how they do it down there. See if they've got some things going on.
Yeah, definitely follow that. But that's going to be our next video. I'm excited to see what you find down there and how they're doing it down in Louisiana. Make sure and like and subscribe. Leave us your comments. We'd love to hear where you're at in your business. If this is just something you're starting to research, if you're further along, and just what kind of questions you have. We are happy to answer them. And if we can't answer them, we'll try to point you in the right direction. But yeah, definitely appreciate your likes, follows, and comments. So we will see you soon.
Yep, indeed. And by the way, I have one shout out to give. I promised to give for a little special somebody to me for Toxic Doge 08. He's got his own YouTube channel. Check it out when you get a minute. It's a lot of fun. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.